position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time running out here on the play clock. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Brief break in the action here. Back to the booth right after this. Now Ben on third and long, surveying the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J-Ron Hosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here now the offense heading back out there. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to take over again. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call it. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for a noon one. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down now after the pass completion. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On second down, Bridgewater again. He's got time. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 49 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And tough starting field position here. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go to Johnson again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down following the run. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll throw on first down. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to take over again. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Following the penalty now, Lacey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Lacey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Get high. Get high. Get high. Get high.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw is Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly... right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give to Lacey running right. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
That's a really nice play to be able to stack that one up.
And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Redskins are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Panthers' offense that wants to hang a big number on them. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Cousins now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Strong left. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Mike by four.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Stewart is the lone setback. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st down, Newton flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And caught left side, Olsen. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On second down, here's Newton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And the play clock's running down. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner. It's a disbelief on the Giants sideline.
One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A second down throw for Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Following the interception, Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play clock winding down. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Second down, Cousins. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. 3rd and goal for Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Time running out here on the play clock. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Benjamin with it over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To the air, Newton on second. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the 50, Newton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Newton now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. that is incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out now come the Redskins. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. First down, here's Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw is Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Brown, the lone receiver left. Now Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first down throw for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Stewart is the lone setback. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Stewart on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out in the pistol. After the penalty, it's Jones. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye.
No, Jack, Patriot!
The play clock's running down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Thomas Davis in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Switch. Leopard.
Second down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
4 down, check, 4 down. Go, let's go. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running, on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So it'll be first down here after the run. On 1st and 10, Newton. And Dixon over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And quickly they get to the line. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And, boy, this is typically certainly one of the better kickers in the game. We're not used to seeing him miss 3 times from field goal range.
No, we certainly aren't. It is very out of character. He's probably had seasons where he's missed 3 field goals. Just goes to show you, no one's immune.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And now following the timeout, we'll see if the offense tries to change things up. Cousins will try and throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out.
On that, I think they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. first down. Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Green, 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Now let's go. Green, 19.
Second down, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the former fourth-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have.
I remember when he got selected, there was a lot of controversy about that because remember, Robert Griffin III, they made the big move up to take him in the first round. And people wondered, why would you take a second rookie quarterback? Well, it's because he's smart, he studies hard, he prepares, he's ready to play. And now he's commanding the respect of his team and playing at a really high level.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that'll be incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Hey, tight left, tight left, tight end left. Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3.
Here's Cousins and fights him off. He sets up the screen to Jones. He won't go down. Give him 18 yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
They'll let their receiver run him out of the Wildcat. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll go going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quentin Coples in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there.